Instead of the fight back, we need to take a step back. And it's
What's happening, y'all? This is Mike D with Black Fathers Now, where we're bringing the village to the brothers. Every couple of weeks, you can look forward to a quick inspirational message or a thought-provoking guest with knowledge and wisdom, all geared towards helping you be the best father that you can be. We're bringing the village to you. Now it's your turn to do something with what you learned. All right, y'all. Let's go.
What's going on, fellas? This is Mike D, Mr. Double Down on You, your favorite personal development coach, with another episode of Black Fathers Now. Now, look, fellas, I hope y'all are doing well. I hope last week you had a great time with your family and friends, in celebration around some of the holidays. And just hope everybody's doing well. But, it's interesting. I was recently on a platform with my buddy, Andre C. Hatchett. He does the Black Real Estate School, the Black Notary School, all of that. But he also does a lot of media and interviews in which he talks about current events. And he reached out to me to have me come on and kind of give my perspective on a relationship issue that happened with a very popular rapper not too long ago. And, we talked about our interactions with spouses and interactions with, wives and all of that. And one of the things that I mentioned in that interview was that as human beings, as men specifically, we tend to have a propensity to fight back. Like our natural tendency is to fight back. It's kind of like that self-preservation thing, right? When something's going down, it's like, I want to fight back. If somebody says something, I want to clap back, right? If somebody does something, it's like, I need me some get back, right? That's our natural tendency. But when I was talking to my man, Brother Dre, the thing that I mentioned was instead of fighting back, sometimes we need to step back. So instead of a fight back, at times we need to step back. Because, when you think about retaliation and when you think about emotions, a lot of times, and this is, when people go through anger management classes and things of that sort, a lot of times the first thing that they're encouraged to do is to take a pause before any type of response. Because usually that 5 or 10 second pause is enough for you to come to your senses and say, all right, this is probably not smart, right? And so after doing the interview with my man, I came back and I thought that, that is something in a simplistic manner that a lot of us brothers need to think about. Instead of the fight back, we need to take a step back. And it's funny because right now we're in the holiday season and, some of us are blessed to have great family and friend relationships where it's just a joyous time to be around family and friends. But there's the unfortunate circumstance that there are a lot of people that have very contentious relationships with family and friends. They're coming together and the holidays are not a joyous time because of negative relationships, because of, whatever circumstances may be there, right? So when we think about the concept of interactions with our family and friends, especially as we navigate the holiday season, I want you all to think about the concept of instead of fighting back, you need to take a step back. So every situation does not require a fight back. In a lot of instances, it should require or it should bring you to the point of realizing that I need to take a step back. So if you are navigating some challenging relationship circumstance, if you're navigating some type of challenging interactions with someone, if somebody is doing something, whatever it may be, brothers, I'm going to encourage you to step back instead of that natural inclination of fight back. And, it's funny, even like the Bible says, it's the war is not flesh and blood, It's principalities, right? So it's like these internal things that we have to struggle with. And that's the reality. It's like, yes, somebody might say something externally, but it's this internal battle of what am I going to do in response to that? And my encouragement to you, brothers, black men, black fathers, is to learn to step back. You're not a punk by stepping back. Real talk. You actually are showing strength, because the reality is this. If physical strength is your only form of strength, you're really not that strong. Think about that. If physical strength is your only form of strength, you're not that strong. What about your mental strength, your emotional strength, your spiritual strength? Think about those, because all of those levels of strength are much stronger than physical strength, because physical strength is just what you see. That's it. But all those other forms of strength that I just mentioned, oh yeah, those are the things that you feel, and those are the things that carry on for generations. All right. So fellas, instead of the fight back, let's take a step back. All right. Well, hey, I hope this was a good one. And I hope this is something that, brothers, if you're challenged with, that you can start to put into practice. And if this is not an issue for you, share this with some other brothers, man. Because again, we're all wired differently. Some of us have issues with anger. Some of us have issues with a wandering eye. Some of us have issues with substances. Some of us have issues with money management or focus. Some of us have issues with this or that. The key is we all have issues. We just all don't have the same issues. All right. So if this is not an issue that you struggle with, find a brother that this could be something that could be beneficial for, and pass this along. Because ultimately we want to impact brothers, man. Like, honestly, Black Fathers Now needs to be the go-to resource for brothers becoming the best version of who they are and who they have the capacity to be. And all I'm doing is planting seeds through my experiences, through my interactions, through things that I've come across, I've heard, and I'm sharing them with you all, because ultimately I want y'all to be better. Because brothers, when we become better, everything else follows. Our communities get fixed. Our families get fixed. All of that comes into play. But it starts with us. We got to do the doggone thing. All right. Well, hey, as always, y'all be blessed, well, and wise. And I'll catch you next week. All right. Peace.
Yo, fellas, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And always visit blackfathersnow.com, as well as follow Black Fathers Now on virtually every social media platform you can think of. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Just follow us and engage with us, man. Look forward to hearing from you. And I guess until next time, I'll holler at you. Peace.